Isabel, and this is my story. I go to a barn called Moreland Stables, also known as MS. It's nice here, believe me, but it's kind of a beginner stables, and I'm above that level now. I live down a path very close to the stables with my mother, Miss Holdsworth. It was a good setup, yes, but I needed something new and more advanced like I was. One day, while I was showing in the same dirty old clothes, without me knowing, there was a ranger there. Someone working for a very new stable called Burgrove. They came over and told me that I was a great rider and wanted me to come to their stable. I thought it was a great opportunity and asked my mom. She ended up saying yes because her sister was in town. I was so excited because this was supposed to be one of the most prestigious cross-country academies out there. It had a great cross-country course, supposed to be one of the best ones out there, and the other girls that came with me strived to be part of the elite cross-country team there. But soon it became clear something was up with their horses. Their food bins were almost always empty, and they were just off. And when the equestrian community found out they were abusing, it was a whole big thing.
The new Burgrove Equestrian Center has been exposed for abusing their horses, only giving them enough food and water to survive. If you walk up to one, you can see their bones. They're not dead yet, but they're very uncomfortable. The Arvigian Rescue Center is taking in all of their unowned horses and taking on the responsibility of rehabilitating all of them. Further investigations will soon be inquired, and hopefully the horses will be rehabilitated and up for adoption soon.
Of course I went back to Moreland Stables, but for the time I was at Burgrove, my mother had gotten very, very sick. None of us knew what it was. The hospital was working on it though. So I was living by myself. Luckily, I was about 14 and could actually handle it. But then, as I progressed, I went in higher level shows, and one day while I was showing, again in dirty old clothes, I heard there was a Silverglade chief there. Now Silverglade Equestrian Center, also known as SEC, was the most known barn in Jorvik. It was so high level, and it had multiple facilities of all disciplines. It was very, very rare that anyone got to go there. And I was sure that all I would be able to do is watch someone get into that car with their horse and trailer to that amazing facility. But then, as I was getting ready to lead Smur back into the stable, someone started shouting, You in the brown shirt." I was the only one in the brown shirt, obviously. Who would bring a brown shirt to a show? Me. I turned, and there was a very fancy clothed woman. She seemed to be from Silverglade Equestrian Center. I turned and asked, "Yes?" And then she said the statement that made my life. It was arranged for my brother to bring one of the barn's trailers and trailer me over there with S'more. It was so daunting to be leaving the place I had lived and never gone out of once and for all, it seemed. And I went over one single hill, and it merged into the photos I've seen throughout my whole entire career of horseback riding. And I went into the town and immediately saw what I had dreamed to live in for my whole entire life. It was amazing. So many people, horse-related things. I passed by a silo, many other little small barns that were almost attached to Silverglade Equestrian Center. And it was so magical. And then we went over the bridge that most equestrians call an actual territory of Silverglade Equestrian Center, I was so beyond happy that I was finally living here. This was Silverglade Equestrian Center.